What's up, guys? You're watching Boy TV, and we are back with another reaction. Today we'll be reacting to Crazy by Gnarls Barkley. This was suggested by a patron, so you know I had to check it out. I am not familiar with Gnarls Barkley, but I am familiar with CeeLo Green and this song. So this won't be a first time reaction to the song per se, but it will be my first time analyzing the instrumentation and the lyrics. So let's get into it. If you are a returning viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton. There are 100,000 of you guys that watch my videos and return to my videos, but over 85% of you guys are not subscribed. I know it can be easy to forget because my videos just pop up. I do the same thing sometimes. If this is your first time to the channel, I am new to the rock genre, exploring the mini classic rabbit holes, having a blast. If you want to join me on that journey, take a second to scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video when I post. It helps out the channel tremendously. And if you guys are interested in exclusive content or you want to ensure that I react to your suggestion, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. The link will be in the description. I have tons of reactions to classic songs. I got blocked here from YouTube, songs that I know you guys would enjoy. That being said, let's get right into this video.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. I was little, it looked like fun. If there's no coincidence, I've come. And I can die when I'm done. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Probably.
Man, such an iconic song. Like I said earlier, I am familiar with this song, but I definitely noticed a lot more things while I'm reacting to it. That lone violin is just so poignant. It adds a lot of emotion and depth to this song. Also, I feel like the background singers were really impactful in this one. Those harmonies just kind of added an ambiance to this song, almost like sorrowful in a way. That's not something I noticed before. The bass line, obviously fantastic on this song. Really enjoyed the beat as well. Now for the lyrics, CeeLo Green is obviously a special artist. He just has a unique tone to his voice that I think complemented this one so well. His voice is super soulful and he does some great runs. He really had a spectacular delivery here. I also really enjoyed how he changed up the entrance on each verse. Like the cadence was a little bit different each time and it was a really great touch. Now let's check out the lyrics on this song. He said, I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're there without care, yeah, I was out of touch, but it wasn't because I didn't know enough, I just knew too much. So I think here he's talking about realizing that he was like different. People on the outside would say he was losing his mind, but he was really just realizing that he didn't think like other people. He also felt like right at home in that isolation. He said even his emotions had echoes, and there was something so pleasant about that place. So he has a completely different paradigm from everyone around him, and that kind of isolates him in a way. Then he says, and when you're there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. So he knows that this place is so different from where the majority of people are. You're out of touch because you know no one else understands that place, and it makes it hard for you to interact with people in a normal capacity. Then he says, but it wasn't because I didn't know enough, I just knew too much. So this kind of reminds me of the saying that ignorance is bliss. When you're unaware of certain things going around you, you don't have the burden of thinking about them all the time. If you don't know you're being lied to, if you don't know how things work, if you don't know the consequences of certain actions, you move about very freely in life. But the more information you have about the reality of certain things, the more it can weigh down on you if you don't have the proper mindset about it. The chorus goes, does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. So I think he's kind of saying here, like, having all this information makes you look crazy, but in reality, you're just closer to the truth than most people. So to them, you are crazy, which in a sense makes you crazy. It's kind of like, well, technically I am such an outlier, I am crazy in a way. Next verse he says, and I hope you're having the time of your life, but think twice, that's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Ha ha ha, bless your soul, you really think you're in control. So back to the idea about ignorance being bliss, he can tell that people are happy in their ignorance, so he said, I hope you're having the time of your life, but think twice, that's my only advice. So although it's more peaceful to not know certain things and not have to think about them, you need to be aware because these things will affect you. But also when people don't know or they don't think about certain things going on outside of their like area of influence, they become more self-centered and they think their problems are bigger than anything else going on. So that's why he says, who do you think you are? Bless your soul, you really think you're in control. There's so many outside forces acting upon you, but you're not aware of it, so you think you're the only one influencing your decisions and making choices. You don't know that you're constantly being funneled into certain areas like sheep. Then the chorus goes, well, I think you're crazy, I think you're crazy, I think you're crazy, just like me. So earlier he said, does that make me crazy? And he said, possibly. And now he's saying, with your mindset being like that, I think you're also crazy. You're just as crazy as me, if not more. You're caught in the matrix. Next verse he says, my heroes had the heart to lose their lives out on the limb, and all I remember is thinking I want to be like them. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun, and it's no coincidence I've come and I can die when I'm done. So when he was young, he had aspirations to be like people who stood up for what they believed in. He said my heroes had the heart to lose their lives out on the limb, and he's basically saying that he's become that. He said, and it's no coincidence I've come and I can die when I'm done. So now he's a person who is seen as crazy, and he's going out on the limb and he's willing to lose everything because of it. He doesn't care what people think about him because he knows that people aren't even aware of what's going on in their immediate vicinity. They're always looking out for numero uno. So of course anything I say would sound far-fetched to someone who doesn't care about anything else or doesn't know about anything else. Then the chorus goes, but maybe I'm crazy, maybe you're crazy, maybe we're crazy, probably. So basically we're all crazy, just in a different way. I'm crazy because I know too much, you're crazy because you know too little. That's just how the world is. Man, this was a great song, great recommendation from you guys. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I will catch you guys on the flip.